episode of My Point of View with Opeyemi. My name is Opeyemi Adewale. Yes, like you know, we're still in the month of October, and I know you're wondering, what do we have today? Yes, so today we'll be talking about two pressing issues that concerns persons living with visual impairment. I always feel very, very hot, aggressive on these two important matters we'll be having today. But let me just leave it to our great speakers. So I have three people who will be talking to us today on the episode. So we have Mr. Deola, who will be speaking on education. We have Mr. David Okon, who will be speaking on employment as a concerns person living with blindness. And we have a wonderful woman called Aisha Raji. She's a supervisor. She can see. Mr. Deola is blind. Mr. David can't see. But Madam Aisha Raji can see. The only reason why we have her today on our episode is because she works with a subordinate who is blind. So she supervises, better still. She supervises a visually impaired person. So I want to hear from her angle, after which you hear my voice. I'll see you soon.
My name is David Okon, and a Nigerian from the south part of Nigeria, Akwa Ibom to be precise. Live in Lagos, works in Lagos, schooled in Lagos. So I don't know where you will say I'm from. Maybe I'm from Akwa Ibom or Lagos. Persons with visual impairment, I think I'd rather want to just say blind and partially sighted people. I don't know these semantics that we are bringing in. Blind and partially sighted Nigerians or persons in Nigeria who are blind and partially sighted, well, it's a mixed feeling. Firstly, a lot of persons who are blind or partially sighted are not employed. And those that are employed, a large percentage of them are not fulfilled, don't have fulfilled work balance or career. A lot of them are not employed, not because they are not qualified to be employed, but because our society, our country, is yet to appreciate that the only difference between a blind person and that person who's not blind is the fact that the blind person cannot see. Basically, all, nothing more. Meaning that to internalize information, to assimilate information, to internalize it, to process it and reproduce the result, they have the same capacity as those who can see. Well, yeah, there's a problem here that how do you get this information across to the person who's not able to see, a blind person? That sometimes may cause some additional equipment or gadgets or manpower if a person who's partially sighted or low vision needs more light to make a room accessible for him or her to work, then that should be done. If a blind person cannot read with the eyes to get the information that is needed, then what next? There are means, there are ways. Okay, that you bought those gadgets sometimes, depending on the job that he or she has to do, and he has to be trained. The training does not cost out of place. It's something that a lot of organizations can afford. But the first question is, are the employers even interested in asking what it would take to employ that person? So as soon as they see you come, advert is put out, and the young lady or young man with his 2-1 or whatsoever, which that is required, it meets the age limits, graduated not more than so years as required in the advert, and he puts in, is shortlisted. As soon as he's in, sorry, we'll get back to you. And in most cases, the very end, you will never hear from such an employer again. So which means he goes back home, or she goes back home, and sits while his colleagues are getting employed. He's not employed. Second set of people, I said, they are employed, and a lot of them, I didn't say all, a lot of them are underutilized. And that happens a lot in the government setup, where they believe that the charity model, understanding disability or accepting disability, is what is in vogue. While the world has gone far from charity, they've gone, and right now we are the right model, where it is my right, since you promise that it is your duty as a government to cater for everyone. And I'm part of the people in the country are supposed to cater for, then you should provide for me. But you say, okay, we'll give you work, and you issue me with appointment letter, report to SUSO ministry or SUSO department or MDA, and all what I need to do is to come and sit down. At the end of the month, alert comes in, and they say we have employed him. They are not given responsibilities, because the question will always be, we don't have the facilities. So those ones have employment, but they are not gainfully employed. Then our blind persons, sometimes, so that we not just be that we're saying, it's just the society. I think in the course of my work in Nigeria Association of the Blind, I found out that there are a lot of blind people who are also not putting themselves in a position to be employed. There are some who feel that they should sit down and employment will come to them. There are some who feel that the fact that they have a degree, that ends it. But in today's world, you need to do more than just your degree. You need to give yourself more training. You need to expose yourself to the available training, facilities, and skills that are not normally taught. You don't just stay aloof. Don't just imagine, what a simple, look at this fine girl. I've heard, how can this fine girl as fine as this be blind? Who cares if she's fine or not? What is she requires is how she can be a person like another person, so they should be accepted. Though there is trauma, it's not too much. Give them the encouragement they want, and see if they will perform or not. I'm sure that in most cases they will perform. But like any other said, when you meet one that don't conclude and say, that is how they are, there are others who are doing perfectly well. The world is yours. Go out and grab it. Don't sit down, nobody will bring it to you. Fight for it like, the world is a competition. You must fight to get what you need. Thank you.